What up, what up, what up, family? Let me go ahead and check my sound, make sure my sound is coming in decent. I know it might be kind of choppy. This your boy Tat Data.
Yeah.
And just bear with me, y'all. So the name of the show today is When Do Theory Become Fact? And Mathematics of the Outer Africa Theory and Evolution. So we gonna keep our opinions to ourselves, and we just gonna let the math speak for itself. Now, right now, you're looking at a creature that's called Cheddar Man, and this is a fully melanated creature that was found in Britain, and this was supposedly be their leader or something like that. But let's let the math talk for itself. So let's just get into the math, and then after we get into the math, we're gonna explain some stuff. Now I want you guys to understand some stuff, because there's a lot of things that's going on, and it's very, very important that you understand. It's almost as like our people have been hijacked, our people have been infiltrated. It is a real weird situation that the people are in. Now, when you're dealing with math, there is no spin. There is no time for personality. There is no time for professional YouTubing. There is no time for, any little, any little, half-ass, injectory. Math speak for itself. This is why it's very important to do math, and this is why that is so. A lot of people don't use math in their so-called theories. Peace to the chat. We got Copper Otachi's one. We got Lena 5813. Peace, family. And so I'm going to tell you that it's very important to use math, and I'm going to keep saying that. Now, you notice, the so-called scholars or whatever, they don't use math in their philosophies, debates, or anything. Math is their worst enemy. And so
You're chopping out.
No, it's cool. Yeah, and so I also got another cyborg on the line with me. My homie from Jamaica, he's on the side with me. He's going to help us break down this math. And so I can say as much spin as I want, and I can talk as much as I want, but when it's time to chop up this math, it's going to be a different story. And so that's why this is very important, because it's almost as if the people in our community has been duped. We have no master teachers, we have no alliances with anybody. We have nobody we need to answer to, or we're not part of some organization, or we're not part of no fraternities, or we're not part of anything like that. We're just a bunch of guys who decided to stand up and do some teaching and stand up. Well, actually, I'm not a teacher, so I really don't do no teacher. I just break down math. So I'm not a scholar, and I'm not a teacher. All I'm doing is just presenting the math. The math will speak for itself. So we're going to be doing the math on the Outer Africa Theory, and we're also going to be doing the math on the so-called evolution. And so I can say as much as opinion I want, whether I'm for it or against it, but the only way to really find out is to start with math. So, but before I get in, I got one more thing I need to say. It's kind of very important. Is that our community is a very it's a very complex community, and it's very hard to know who to trust, and it's very hard to know, to know what's good anymore. This information that these numbers that I'm gonna crunch for you, many of you might not even understand it, but it might be a kindergarten somewhere that when they 14, 15 years from now, they might come across this video and it might change their life. Now, I'm not trying to say nobody's dumb or nothing, but because this information that I'm going to reveal to you, you cannot use it in your modern day life, and you cannot go out and purchase a car with it. So it might not be that helpful for you. So I don't really think that you care as much, and I don't really think you're going to really understand it. But like I say, when the kindergartners grow up, eventually one of them is going to get a hold of this video, and it might change their life. What we really want to reveal to you, we cannot say to you. So the only tools we have is, some internet, some photos, some comedy, some research, and some other different types of message. And so that's why you have to be able to read between the lines to get the messages and the overall goals and what we're saying. Now, a lot of these people that is not for our community, they're teaching this stuff to our kids, and they're teaching this stuff in our community in the name of Black Power. And so it is very difficult to understand it's very difficult to understand and to know what's going on when it seems like it's there to help you, and it might even sometimes help you but ultimately destroy you. And so when we walking around the streets and we getting beat up in the streets and we get hurt in the streets, and we turn to the leaders, and we turn to the people who we look up to, and we turn to the people that's supposed to be pillars of the community, and then they turn around and they give us something to feel good about, and they give us something to to say we the best about, but don't do anything about it. This is an ongoing cycle in our community. So family, you wanna say something before we crunch these numbers?
No, we're good. It's just I just can't believe that they're teaching it in school, to tell you the truth, because majority of the things that they're teaching in school is a theory. Like I said, it's a made up something, someone made it up, and if you look around, everything is a thought in someone's mind before it became reality, and it's a thought in someone's mind before somebody actually made it fact. So if they're teaching a theory like the out of Africa theory or the Barren Strait theory, it's a theory. They don't have no proof.
Right. And that's matter of fact, that's the point. I got lost. I'm sorry. I got a little emotional. I got lost. Now, the name of the show is When Do Theory Become Fact? Now, the purpose of this is that these theories, they're just the theories. That means somebody made it up, and then they got a couple of their buddies to agree with it, and then
that sounds good. It sounds good. Let's make a book and send it out.
Right. And then they got a couple buddies to agree with it, and they say, hey, this is pretty cool, this is pretty clever, and then they just mass produce it. It is not fact. But if you, after generations and generations of this so-called theory, it becomes people's fact, and they cannot think of any other alternative, but they cannot think of any alternative but this theory. So if they found the bone, or if they seen something, they say, oh, well, they automatically got to line it up to their fact. There's no way it could have came from the sea. There's no way it could have been brought there. There's no way the aliens could have did it. There's no way it could have just, came from a cow. They are not. They cannot think of anything else because the theory has become fact to them. So it is now fact to them. After
the theory is still a theory. It's just
right,
certain group of people don't realize the difference between theory and fact.
Right, because they hear it so many times.
If you're teaching a theory in school, if you're teaching a theory in school, and the children, that's why it's called homework, right? If a teacher is teaching a theory in school, and the child goes home and starts doing his homework, right? Remember, there's a search and a research, right? So the child goes and research, then he comes back to school. He's supposed to be the one. If you're holding your child down and you want your children to be like great people, you tell them straight up. Don't believe everything you hear. Question everything.
Right. Yeah. Because after when you hear people with PhDs and when you hear educated people and successful people, you got airplane pilots and generals in the military and teachers and archaeologists, and they always go along this theory. To some people, this theory become fact, and they can no longer think outside that theory. Like there's no other way anything could happen because that theory is their fact. And so this is very dangerous because they're teaching this stuff in the form of black power, in the form of the black woman is God, in the form that it seems like it's uplifting you, but underneath it's actually a little bit damaging. But that's all opinion, that's all gobbledygook, and that's all spin. But when you want to get to the bottom of something,
you just said someone's teaching the black woman's God, right?
What I'm saying is spin. But the thing is that when you crunch these numbers, the numbers is going to tell you the truth. And this is why most of these people, most of these people do not use math. They do not use numbers. They try to go out their way to not use numbers and not use math when they present these theories. And so themselves is confused, But I also want to let you know, you looking up the first 3D image of Cheddar Man. His name is Cheddar Man. This is a man. Can you see it, family? He ugly as hell, lady. You see it?
It's awesome.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to see the video, like what you put together.
So
it's awesome.
So Cheddar Man was a man discovered in Britain. And so there was actually two Cheddar Mans. Before the dark-skinned Cheddar Man, there was actually a white Cheddar Man. Now, Cheddar Man is not new, but Cheddar Man is newly dark-skinned. So we're gonna actually get into that.
No, it was. They said it was dark first.
Right. I'm saying the first Cheddar Man was a white guy. He was white. But this is the second Cheddar Man, you guys. So this is what a lot of people don't know. This is the second one. So we finna do the mathematics on evolution and the outer Africa theory at the same time. So this is gonna be something. I guess I don't know what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be math. So let's get into this article right now, really quick. Now, this article is out of a internet page, or I don't know what it's called, a blog called Daily Mail. It's called Daily Mail.
Corey Brown says theory is an analyzation of fact in said subject. Stop it.
Now the title reads. Hold on, let me get the title up there. I hate. Well, I can say I don't like using commercials and shit. So the title read was Cheddar Man white after all, and there's a period. There's no way to know that at first British had dark to black skin, says scientists who helped reconstruct his 10,000-year-old face. So he's saying there's no way to determine. And then at the bottom, underneath in small caps, it says the bones are older. Near complete human skull was found in Britain. Experts tested DNA taken from the bone powder by drilling a hole through the skull. It shows.
Your mic keeps dropping out. Your mic keeps dropping out.
I think that's only to you. Actually, no, it's to them too. Hold on 1 second. I got you. So it says it shows there was a 76% chance of Cheddar Man was dark to black skin. Scientists behind the test used say it is impossible to be certain of that fact. Now what we're going to do today is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be using math. So therefore my opinion and any opinion or anything like that is gonna have to wait. And so any conclusion,
can you put that article in the chat so that they can check it out?
Yeah. Oh shit, let me see if I can. I don't know. Shit, it's daily news. Just I can't. I got too much going. There's some spontaneous shit right now. So I should have thought about that. I'm sorry. But this is your boy Tadeda on the panel. You want to say your name? And we got Kantara on the panel.
Tenkara.
We got the brother Tenkara on the panel. He's a native Jamaican, and right now he live in he's up there in Canada in this remote ass mountain town. And I'm up here in Minnesota. I'm damn near in a remote ass mountain town myself. And so but we're breaking down the mathematics. Okay, so we're gonna let the math speak for us.